And the children at heart of all ages. Welcome to episode 12 of Ability Draft Games We Don't Make Public. I'm the Canadian Chicken, here with RGB Knights, and isn't it weird that all the character models move when it's paused? It trips me out every time.
Every time. Being a game designer, developer, I actually understand how that works, so it doesn't trip me out at all.
Yeah, well, you're too smart for everyone's own good. So,
and if they were completely paused, people would think the game is broken. Let's be honest.
So, yeah, whatever. No. No, stuff is supposed to... Anyway, we got a draft. We got a thirst game. We got a Fury
No, I'm going to take up all the free time with this amble about your stupid programming talk.
Nothing that you're saying matters. It's just the case of life. So we also got Dragon Form. There is some really cool stuff out here. I'd love to see Crystal Maiden get Dragon Form and then her 200 attack speed talent.
I will also point out that normally we cover European and North American matches. This is one of the first Chinese matches that we've covered.
I want to see some awesome alt chat that we don't understand.
That is one of the reasons that we normally do European and North American matches.
So Thirst made it to third pick. I don't think that would have happened in North America.
I sort of expect the Fury swipes sort of first switch there to be the other way around. Enchantress picking up the dragon. I mean, I see that all the time. It just makes sense.
Gonna be one squishy dragon. That dragon has no armor.
True, but it shouldn't matter if she's just hitting from the back range, right? It all really depends on whether this DK gets any kind of tank, which it's all still there, so he should be able to get whatever he wants.
I still would have liked to see Crystal Maiden get the dragon form with that 200 attack speed. Oof. Those buildings would have melted.
Of course you say something silly like that. I'm happy to see that CM's going the caster build, though. That's a great nuke.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that Disruptor and CM have switched their skills, nullifying some of the greatest talents on Disruptor's planet.
The two best talents, I would say, yes.
Well, but CM's isn't until level 25. Thus, Disruptor, he has 3 talents that just make this skill the most devastating Q ever. But anyway, I digress. So...
Oh, Storm is being so boring.
Nobody's tanky. Well, Storm can't be Storm because Nature's Prophet took it.
This is true.
He's going to be all overpower into overload, which is kind of cool because that means that first hit is going to slow and it's going to hurt.
Yeah. They won't be able to get away from him.
I really liked... Oh, that's rude. Bloodright Frostbite.
Oh. If you get caught, you're dead. You're going to get a lot of damage. You're going to get silenced, and then you're probably going to get frostbite again if you're not careful. So that is quite a combo.
Love Wrath of Nature with Thirst.
That is such a classic combo, right? You see people...
Yeah, as soon as you have Thirst popping off on the little bar above your health there, just alt somewhere else and hope the big nuke hits that guy. What else do we got here? Overcharged Elder Dragon form. That's actually really cool.
With the global TP.
So it's going to have attack speed and spell amp. I'm assuming that the Elder Dragon form special poison stuff is going to be amplified by the spell amp. So that's just going to melt.
Maybe?
That is crazy. Why wouldn't it? That's all spell amp stuff. Everything that's not right-click damage is spell amp.
Right, that stuff is all coded as magical damage, so I believe it would be...
Magic doesn't matter, because Spell Amp also helps your pure damage and your physical damage when it's a spell. So, I don't think there's anything on this board, now that I look at it.
No, I don't think there is anything.
Yeah, so, bad example on this board, but Impetus. Okay, Impetus is pure. So, spell damage would increase Impetus. No, we're not talking about Ransack. Ransack is not on this board. I'm sorry. Even with Poof's upgrade, Meepo's skills just suck because they're designed for 5 freaking heroes. Anyway, back to what we got here. So we got a lot of mobility and passives on the Radiant side. On the Dire side, we have Spell City. They are going to be slinging spells like there's no tomorrow. Don't like that Nature's Prophet went Dark Ascension. I think he should have gone untouchable.
A lot of people pick into that kind of thing just for that extra bit of damage. And even if the other team has the Hunter in the Knight, right? They just want that extra little bit. I agree, though. In this case, though, why not go the untouchable, right?
Yeah, like if your goal is to just like not let them stop you from killing them. I mean, yes, damage is great, but
so that
turning and freezing and not being able to do anything is better.
That Bloodseeker build is the exact build I wanted to see on Dragon Knight. There being that tanky, unkillable, front line for these casters. But yeah, this is going to be interesting.
All right, another thing that wouldn't happen in North America games: Arcane Aura
being
not picked,
left on the board. Yeah,
because there's no way Ursa takes it. That'd be stupid. Why wouldn't Storm have taken it? He has Ball Lightning, and he didn't take Arcane Aura.
Yeah, he could have been just have all the sustain in the world with that.
Like,
but being able to zip in and vortex people with the trees is a great combo.
Sprout?
Because the Sprout's a single target, the Vortex is a single target. I mean, until you get the multiple.
Will pull them through the tree.
True. But again, it just comes down to now you can do 2 single target things when you zip in. One to zone, one to pull.
And if you haven't finished your Ball Lightning, it will break the trees.
Oh yeah, there's lots of little quirkiness with that whole thing.
Not loving the Ball Lightning pick. Overall, though, this was a wild draft.
Oh wow, some of these sets are beautiful.
Wow, we can see all the sets. That's so weird. Not used to that. For those who don't know, when you play Ability Draft, you can only see your own set on that load screen, and up until you get to the regular game.
So let's take a look at the first couple of items here, see what's what. Maybe get an indication of who may be mid. I love seeing that Io pick up the tether and the impetus. It's just going to be so destructive. The relocate, he'll just be able to go in, go out. So, who do you think is going to be our mid matchup here?
I mean, if it's not Bambi mid, I don't understand. Because DK doesn't have the tank for it. I guess you could go Nature's Prophet mid, but I don't know. I think you should go Bambi mid because she's got the global teleportation. You put Nature's Prophet in the safe lane, babysit him, and just let him farm to his heart's content. On the Radiant side of things, I mean, it's got to be Storm mid, right? You gotta put
was the one that just sort of dropped a word there, but we will see as the action looks to be going on top. They are looking to engage bottom as well. They're going to put a lot of pressure onto that Nature's bottom, but top they're trying to get that first blood top, and they will go uphill without the miss for the first blood.
Oh, how do they do it? Every single time I shoot uphill, I miss. Like every single time. And yet when it's not me, dead.
Ooh, they are still going, and there's more. Oh, that Storm is dead. Goodbye, Storm. Oh, they were not done top.
Oh, the jukes.
They're still looking for more. Wow, this is a very aggressive.
Tried to get greedy and go for the disruptor, and that was foolish.
Wow, what a very aggressive first couple of minutes here.
Disruptor hasn't even made it to lane yet, and he's used almost 300 mana.
As we look at what's developing here, we do see that it is the Nature's Prophet versus that Storm, as you called it out. I would expect the Nature's Prophet is probably going to be able to beat out this Storm mid quite easily.
I think it's funny that he's going Remnant Overload as his starting items, abilities. I really, again, North America versus not North America. I think
just
North America,
completely different mentalities.
Overpower.
Yep, it's completely different mentalities. He's just being able to so effectively farm that, right? Being able to drop down that remnant, secure the last hits, make sure he has to back off, get that little bit of chip damage.
Yeah,
but he has to worry about that tower, though. He can't be too aggressive.
He's taken a lot of damage, and Void should not be Like
If we look top, they're getting aggressive again onto this Bloodseeker. They're putting a huge amount of damage onto him. But they don't have enough there. He will be able to get back.
Well, he's got Dragon's Blood. He's regenning when he has the Tango. He's regen as almost 13.
13.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They just needed a couple more hits there, and they just couldn't find them. Some good blocks coming out there from the teammates. Look back mid. This is going to be where all of our sort of excitement is for right now.
Can't believe this game started 3-0. That's funny.
We go back top again. They're duking it out 1v1, and they both go down. And we are just basically ignoring bottom lane here, guys. And the reason why is it's going to be an incredibly boring lane. They just have this infinite regen versus this infinite spellcaster ass. So we're going to jump back mid as they put more aggression onto this Storm Spirit. But again, that nature, she's got to be careful. He keeps walking into tower range.
I don't understand why DK is the support for Bambi and not either of the bottom heroes.
Yeah, that does feel a little weird.
strange.
Again, it could just be that there's a pairing here that we didn't see.
Yeah,
on the
maybe they're
screen.
hardy or something.
Yep.
But
It
the
happens.
disables would have been great in that.
Would have
save
really
lane.
helped out in that lane. Okay, as we see the actual engagement come out bottom there, they missed the one, but we did see the catch onto the Disruptor. That is a trade.
Disruptor and Io go down. That seems like a.
We look top,
trade.
they put a lot of damage onto that Dragon Knight, and they will also find
Is Bambi
the
going down too?
Night Stalker. No, I don't think so. I think Bambi will survive.
If it was nighttime, she was dead.
This is probably true. We'll just run them down.
Yeah, if it was nighttime, dead.
We were seeing a ton of damage come out there from that Frost Nova Thunderstrike combo they got going on.
This Nature's Prophet is decimating mid. He's
Yeah.
up by 10 last hits.
But
It's
it is
only
the
1-0
battle
for
of the
Knives,
mids,
so-
though, right? Like, you know, the Storm is well above everyone else, as I would hope they would be, as they're duking it out mid. But this Nature's just now just flying away from the Storm. And he's going to be a problem if he starts snowballing.
Like,
Look at the
Storm's
net worth
going
here.
Orchid first because he knows that his goal is just going to be to counter the Ball Lightning. Yeah, I'm thinking he's. Ooh,
Look top
Io
again, they're
almost
putting
goes
a
down to casual nukes.
ton of damage, and they will end up killing the Night Stalker again. I think I just need to leave it up here, and we'll just watch top. This is where all the action is, even though mid is the true dual lane. Although they're being a little less aggressive now and going and farming the camps and whatnot, so we'll just stay here, watch this. This is going to be the exciting lane. And I'm going to sit up
going
here
to
now
bottom.
and
And trying to see if something's happening, and
No.
it's just nothing. They're just.
I
farming,
knew it
they're
as
just
soon as I saw
fighting.
what it was going to be up against. It's literally like the infinite tank versus the infinite spellcaster. I'm just watching the health bars to see if anyone goes low.
Ursa is using demonic conversion instead of spirits. That's interesting.
Yep.
Oh, they go for a kill on Io, but he links away.
Yep, salves up. And
as
he'll be
Ios
able
do.
regen away there. As I say, boring, boring, boring. If we look back top, more action. And
Doing
they're
it under
being
the
aggressive again.
ward, too.
Here they go. It's nighttime. They're looking to be aggressive. Oh my god, here now comes the trade again against Bambi. They're going to pull out the Night Stalker back. They're still looking for aggressive onto the Bambi. They will decide the better of it, though.
Yeah, but is DK gonna be?
No, he can't. You can't rush both of them under tower. Not like that. Waiting for the runes here. Nature's Prophet is looking to go bottom. He's just gonna go for the rune here.
Bambi
Get his
used her
bottle back up.
ability to teleport back, and now she's using her teleport scroll to come back. I would have done it the other way around, just in case she didn't want to go back to the lane.
Yep, a lot of people do that. I'm not quite sure why. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me, right? Like if you're using your TP to go back to base,
Where are you going?
use that, you know, and then you can TP freely
Oh.
anywhere out.
DK
Maybe
is
it's-
affected by thirst.
Oh, he's gonna run him down. He's looking for it. And he sees him.
Oh, DK stopped.
He got the stun. Will it be enough?
Glimpse. Why wouldn't you glimpse him?
Wow. Decides the better of it. Glimpses the Bloodseeker instead.
Okay.
Now this has just turned awkward. We've got the DK on the one side, the Night Stalker on the other.
Bloodseeker.
Night
Stalker on the other.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, he's safe, I guess. He's got some more tangos, so he's just going to try and heal up here. And it looks like he's trying to bait out a little bit. But, Ursa is jungling with Demonic Conversion. Great. Io is now solo laning with all of his healing abilities.
And this Storm doesn't know what to do. Like, he's been trying to go mid again and then just thinking the ladder of it.
Storm is now down 20, almost 30 last hits.
But the net worth difference now is just huge. Nature's is way over top, with even the Bambi being the second highest here. That is a great kill onto the Nature's mid there.
He had to die.
A couple of good rotations coming out there with the Storm helping out. He needed the die, but they're taking this time to look for a kill top, and they pop the Dragon form looking to put some pressure onto that top tower. Same bottom. You know, they know that that engagement just happened and people aren't there, so they're putting some pressure onto these different lanes. So there's no one bottom, so let's jump top here and we'll take a look.
I want to see Bambi use this overcharge. Come on, Bambi.
Oh, I don't know. Here comes the Storm.
Okay. There's the overcharge to run away.
It just gets obliterated. The Zorn comes zipping in. Goodbye.
Remember how I said that's going to be one squishy dragon?
Yep. As I said, they needed a tank. Like, I expect the Dragon Knight to pick up the Bloodseeker build and be the tank for their front line. Right now, I just don't know who it's going to be, right? Like, I'm looking at this Dragon Knight going, are you still going to be the tank?
Did Storm get there? Oh, just that made all the difference? Holy shit. Storm just, like, skyrocketed into second place for farm. Only 400 gold behind the Nature's Prophet now.
Yep, a couple of camps will do that.
That is huge.
That is why we stack camps, ladies and gentlemen, right there. When you see it in a net bar here and it goes from like here to there, you understand what this does in 2 seconds and why it makes such a powers difference. And again, top, aggression coming out. They're diving under tower now, looking to jump onto this Bloodseeker. But zipping over top of them, looking to be getting aggressive onto the the Crystal Maiden here, who is the target, but there's still one here.
Too tanky.
Oh, he's trying. With the tether, though.
Oh, DK greedy. He deserved.
He should have been just gone out of there.
He deserved to get punished. He was way too deep. He was behind the tower. The CM was already dead.
Yeah, they dove over tower to get that kill, and once they knew it was gone, he just had to try to get out of there.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
Well, now they rotated back mid, looking to put some aggression onto this lane.
I'm really surprised that Nature still doesn't have overpower. I know he's going Orchid first, but like, man, a Mjolnir and overpower would have been a lot of farm.
No, he's been able to farm quite effectively with his Static Remnant.
I get it. He's top net worth, but eventually this is going to slow down if that is...
No, but that's not it anymore, right? He's going to be starting to put some skills into that overpower, be able to start farming the jungles here with that even better.
See what he builds next after the Orchid.
It's going to be very interesting.
I'm hoping we see lightning.
Oh, they're zipping forward onto Disruptor bottom.
Speaking of lightning...
Wow, they will throw a lot to get him. That's 4 heroes bottom.
That ult seemed a little overkill. Oh, that was Disruptor's ult. Never mind.
Yeah, Disruptor threw down the ult. He was dead anyways, but just 4 hero rotation essentially there on the heels of Disruptor coming in on that one hero.
That might be worse then. He might have wasted and he wanted to hold on to his ultimate because he's got Frostbite and Fence. Like, he's got a really good static storm setup, especially with Bloodright to keep them.
Alright, here we go mid.
After the storm.
Alright, they will put a lot of damage on that Crystal with the tether combo up and running, but this Night Stalker's looking for more. He's thirsted up, so he can't really move, and they're putting a ton of damage in him, and he's just gone. Goodbye. Nature's Prophet is low there on the back end, though. So he'll just sit back, eat some creeps, recover some health with that mask. Out comes a big black hole, catches 2.
3.
Did it catch the 3rd? Okay, catch the 3rd. But that does create that space where now that dragon can lay in from the back line, as we were talking about. And there's that damage. And it is a lot of damage. Whew.
And that is an ultra kill for the Nature's Prophet.
Wow.
Who stole his rampage?
Oh. That is a great
Disruptor.
buyback on the CM there. Come back to that
Disruptor
fight.
killed Io.
Oh, they're not done yet. They're looking for more. They leap forward onto the Night Stalker's mid here again.
Yeah, but Nature's isn't there. He can't get a rampage. Whatever.
Well, they'll decide the better of it and just back off here as the Storm decides to leap in, and the Io will tether forward on a lot of aggression on the DK, but he'll just be able to leap through those trees up the hill. Oh, and he does not have enough tank to sustain against the 3, though. And this rolling death ball of the 3 here of the Night Stalker, the Storm, and the Io has been very effective.
He has 0 tanky items to compensate for the lack of Dragon's Blood.
This is going to be a problem.
And that is one thing about Ability Draft that a lot of people don't realize. When your hero, when your base model has a passive that the model is basically built around, you need to compensate for that because it makes your model weaker as a base. So, like, someone like Enchantress, she's supposed to be really squishy because she has Untouchable, which is one of the things she's... Oh,
Loop.
and we see this Nature's Prophet getting destroyed. Insta-melted. Dominating 4 kill streak has ended, and that was almost 450 gold over to the Night Stalker.
Well, that is the Orchid reveal as well, though. He came mid there to look to fight, and he just got jumped with the Storm zipping forward, and that Io's ability to tether in behind the Storm as he's leaping forward there is just fantastic. And we talk about sort of that double lockdown potential with the Void doing damage. That's it. That's all they need. They're able to kill most of these heroes.
So what I was saying, go back to what I was saying. So we look at some of the the armor on some of these heroes. DK is supposed to have a passive that gives him eventually 12 armor.
That's a lot onto the Storm. They're trying to save him. They're putting a lot into that, and the tether and the regen, they don't. He goes up 10. Oh my gosh, and they turn onto the Night Stalker as well. DK is putting a lot, but he's able to survive.
He's not.
TP's in behind the tower, Dragon forms and kills the Io and starts putting a ton of chip damage into this tower. Nature's... Oh yeah, this is gonna go down here with Nature's and the Dragon just smacking at this thing. Goodbye, it's gone.
I love that the overpower animation is the teleport animation.
God bless the broken Nature. All the while there, they do get top as a trade.
Glad your Static Storm wasn't off cooldown, Disruptor.
And they are looking to trade bottom as well here, but they are bringing heroes to bear.
They do have the passives that they could try and do this. Oh, I missed that kill.
Oh, it ends up going down all the same. So they trade out mid for both top and bottom, which I think is a fantastic trade, personally.
Oh, Storm Spirit really likes having a mid tower.
This is true, but he does have the, the outer 2 towers still, as well as the outpost.
Storm doesn't want a TP to an outpost.
No, he really doesn't. You're right.
Oh,
they're getting setting up onto the Natures here. In come that dual combo we've seen, and the Bloodseeker's running in to help out. That's a lot of damage, and the Natures is done just like that. That is some great setup that they have there. And they will just be back bottom farming.
We can see that Dire's got a lot of mid and then bottom vision, so Dire was blind up there. Nature's Prophet was in danger zone. Now Radiant was is blind up there too, but they have this mobility that Dire just...
They see anybody alone like that, they can tether up and go. Those two can kill people individually. The Bloodseeker didn't need to be there.
Yeah, like with nighttime or a low hero, between Thirst and this Night Stalker passive, like Hunter in the Night, we got a lot of mobility, and the Bambi is not keeping up. The global teleport is not allowing her to push as much as she could. She's gonna probably have to try doing some Rat Dota with the Dragon form.
Rat Dota, best Dota.
Rat Dota, best Dota, indeed.
Oh my gosh, CM, you are a brave person walking up that hill like that. And no, you're dead. No, screw that, brave. Like, wow. You're just deleted.
What was that? Why did you use Black Hole?
I don't know.
Oh.
That felt like a misclick. That's a me
She
play
was
for
affected by
sure.
Malefice, wasn't she?
Yes! It's like it knew it was going to come out.
Well, she was like pre-stunned. Like,
Yes!
that was,
It's like you know you're going to get interrupted. You know, it's just a matter of the tick going
yeah,
off, right?
Malefice. Yeah,
So, yep.
That's rough.
That's a feel bad. Either you just didn't see it hit you, or you just weren't aware of the modifier.
I don't know.
All right, they're getting aggressive bottom again. That TP comes out. I just got to look for where they're going on the map. They jump onto the Bambi. Literally, they see anybody out of position like that. This combo, two of them,
Goodbye, little dragon.
just being able to jump like that is quite effective.
And DK's just standing there like, hey, I want to go in, but I'm not tanky. And Nature's Prophet, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go in. I'm Nature's Prophet.
Oh, they rupture the storm, so he just zips away, taking no damage from that rupture.
I frickin'
I don't like that. I don't like that you don't take damage when you're displaced like that. But all the same, they will turn and start moving forward, trying to pick apart Dire. But they will find a ton of damage out onto the Bloodseeker, who does not have enough regen to sustain it. But now the turn is here. They have more heroes. They're zipping forward. They're looking for more. They're trying to clean up that DK. Come on, get rid of him. Oh, he's done. Okay, let's go hunting for more. They're looking for CM. They know there's around here somewhere.
CM's got no mana. She's got mana boots, but that's one spell, and then she's at no mana again.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe two spells.
She needs another couple of null talismans, to be honest. She's not going to
Blink Dagger.
do some regen stuff.
No, she needs a Blink Dagger. But yeah, like, that's the thing. Okay, going back to my thing I didn't finish before. Crystal Maiden has a passive that gives her a crap ton of mana. If you do not build mana to compensate, you're never going to have mana. DK has yet to build any real defensive items. He did pick up the Ring of Aquila, which is great. That's going to give him a little bit of armor, and that's going to help. But the reason DK feels so squishy is he doesn't have this 12 extra armor and 12 extra regen. Like, he's going to be lacking because of it.
You are 100% correct, and it's something people don't often take into account.
Oh,
and it's something that can be easily solved with Venomization. All right, we see a big ult go down there. They're looking to kill the two. They do find enough damage onto the two targets they were looking for. But will they find the rest? The storm goes onto the high ground vision there, hoping to get out of the others. Will be putting a lot of damage on, but now they stun him up, looking to lock him down. He will just zip away, though, so they're going to go chase down this Night Stalker instead. They will glimpse him back, freeze him up, but this Bloodseeker's right there, looking to put in a bunch of damage, so he will, turn and try.
Nature's
but
Prophet with the
nope,
to travel in.
Stunned up and dead. Look at that. Wow, that was a great little engagement.
Kind of sloppy from all sides, but it definitely got the job done. 2k advantage for the Dire.
They definitely wanted to get the jump on their first two targets there and quickly and, sort of easily clean them up, and they just didn't. They didn't die immediately, and that little extra bit of focus just sort of turned that fight from something, clean, where you're just going in and trying to get a gank and, get a couple of ults off, and 2 hero kills into a whole team fight that ended up going poorly for him.
So we see that Nature's Prophet is the only reason that this 3k lead isn't a lot more, because after Nature's we have 3 Radiant heroes, almost 4. If this Night Stalker can get a couple hundred gold before the Bambi does, it will literally be almost the entire team underneath Nature's Prophet. And Nature's Prophet has the ability to roll this game. Things can happen to allow that to be a thing. But
I see the pathways to that success closing though, as this game goes on.
The spell casting on Dire has not been the most exceptional. We've seen a couple wasted ultimates from both CM and Disruptor.
Well, and the entire early game was wasted, right? We had the spellcasting lineup versus essentially your infinite regen lineup, so they just kept nuking them, but it didn't matter. Likewise here, they're going to put a ton of damage out into this Night Stalker, and he'll just throw a Blade Mail up and not care at all. Just regen through all of it. And that is a huge amount of abilities all wasted. And he's just like, I don't give a shit. Literally saved by this Io.
Io just comes in, full heals. Ursa gets a Roche in the meantime. So they just blew all this energy and effort on this engagement.
And they can't do anything about it, right? They can't deal with the Roche now, and if they want to take a fight as Radiant here, they're really strong and in a great position to do so.
How's this Bambi doing?
I really don't know why this Ursa here is not pushing his advantage more. I think he's coming to the fight here now, but this is the time. You're strong.
Dragon on Bambi. Well, I should say we've almost got eggs. She still needs a few levels to get to Black Dragon, but that's another reason why I would have put Bambi mid and not safe lane.
Yep, just get that extra little bit of level advantage going. We do see the CM finally picking up that Bleak Nagger you were talking about. She is eyeing up the Aghanim Shard. I would not be going for that personally. It's gonna give her so much, don't get me wrong.
She's got to get the Shard for the Thunderstrike.
She needs mana. She needs a mana item in between these things. It's just, she's not going to have the mana to do any of this stuff sustainably. We've already seen that. It's just not working out for her.
They didn't get a good mana neutral item either.
They are just patiently setting up mid here. And I love that their target is this Night Stalker. They can't put anything into this. That's a great reveal. He zips forward in, froze on 2. Instantly gets ruptured. They should know better, though. If they rupture him, he's just going to zip out.
That Static Storm needed landed on Storm Spirit, and he just...
That would have been a kill. They can't do it.
Nature's
they are poking, prodding. Here we go. Now, here's the real damage from the back line, but now they zip forward looking to find that Bambi on the back. There's the black hole we were waiting for. Finds the 2 big targets. Not quite enough. And we will see the CM punished for it. Likewise, they will continue to hunt down and kill the Nature's Prophet. That
BK bought back, but he's probably just going to die again.
That first vision doing so much work this game. And there we go. Great engagement, good fight. They push down their advantage here. Looking for more. They're going to put into this tier 2 here.
Yeah, especially now that we see how ahead Nature's Prophet is. Like,
oh wow, he's feeling very aggressive.
Oh,
pops the BKB, runs uphill, looking straight into this DK. A little bit of help, they will be able to kill this guy, and eventually the help does arrive. Now there's another guy here, and they go, "Can we do more?" Well, this guy's actually smart and has a bit of spell casting ability, so no, you cannot kill him. Go take the tower instead. That's your better objective.
I don't like how little magic damage has been focused on Bloodseeker either. He's way too physical resistant, and they just gotta nuke this guy down.
Every time they seem to be able to kill him, it's because they nuke him. And now that he has the BKB, this is going to be so much harder to do for those spellcasters.
Yeah, the BKB is going to make a huge difference. It's going to secure Bloodseeker's role of the rest of this fight.
I love seeing him pick up this Blink Dagger too. It's such a great ability for him to be blinking Ursa into that fight.
Dethrone the Nature's Prophet as the highest net worth.
Just switched over. They will throw a bunch down mid, looking to.
There was a half decent ultimate from the
kill that disruptor
into the Frostbite, but not enough.
Again, they're just so regen here. They have everything they need with the blade mails to you know, throw some damage back with the mech now on the IO here and his tether to be
IO
able to
has no
sustain.
boost. IO
Nice,
has
it's
been
tether.
fast this entire
Tether.
game.
Tether. That's all he
All
needs,
tether.
man. It's all tether. It's all tether. So see, one TP out was so the ages go down. Now this is looking like a clusterfuck here for Radiant. They either need to leap forward and do this engagement or get the fuck out, and it's not leap forward apparently. As the is that the Black Dragon coming out there for the?
No, he's not level 18 yet.
He's not? Okay, but we do see him laying in from the back line a ton of damage. This is what I'm saying. If that dragon can just sit back and lay in the damage, he is going to dismantle this team, and that's all he needs to be able to do. And finally the fight comes out. They're able to do it. And wow, walking up the high ground is going to be a problem if this is the lineup that they're going to be running into. Even more scary if that's going to be a Black Dragon here in a second.
All she needs is levels.
Whew.
Another third of a level and she'll have Black Dragon.
Oh, I do love this Ghost Scepter pickup on the Disruptor here too. It's just so many different reasons why that's good. To be able to negate that physical damage that's coming out from the Radiant team here. To be able to, you know, throw that on one of them and essentially double or triple the magical damage that's coming out from your, you know, 2 magic producers here.
I think I would have liked Bambi to have gone Dragonlance, get a little more HP.
You could still see a Dragonlance come out here. It's a very common item to Dragonlance into the Force, into the Hurricane. It makes a lot of sense in Bambi for a couple of different reasons. As you say, it gives that little bit extra range. It gives that HP that Bambi could use here quite nicely. The Force Staff helps deal with some of her, you know, natural slowness. You know, she is...
She is fast. She is not slow at all.
I don't know. I feel she's super slow. Hopping along in the back there, but I guess that's where you need to be.
I'm talking about she's got like 65 more speed than Crystal Maiden.
I guess, yes. Just you're always playing so far back. You want to be playing so far back. The Force Staff will help you move into the position that you need to be able to get into.
Disruptor has a Force Staff and Crystal Maiden has a Blink, and Bambi would still beat them in a race. Unless they use Cliff Smart.
And even then, Bambi will just, you know, TP to the finish line.
Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah. Fair enough.
It's literally Tortoise in the hair, and the hair is just going to be like, run, 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 and the Tortoise is just going to TP to the finish line.
Alright, so as I said would happen, we now have Nature's Prophet at the top of the net worth, and the entire Shy of Io, Radiant team, and then the entire Dire team, and then Io.
This is a very sacrificial IO, but I love it. This guy is MVP for sure.
Io's not that far behind the Maiden.
It's not, but
And
just
Maiden's got
MVP.
the Black Hole Blink build, so that's pretty different in sacrificial fives.
Yeah, in reality, though, all Maiden
Io
needed
is
was the
doing
blink.
work. Io is definitely getting work done. I cannot disagree with the MVP Io at this point in time. I wonder what his healing's going to be at the end, and we see a...
Oh, here we go. Finally, the aggression comes out bottom. They pop the BKB. This Nature's is still going down. Ton of damage coming out. One more hit will do it, and that is the end of Nature's. Now they look for more as Radiant continues to play the aggressor here. They will turn onto this DK who spider legs away, trying to put in some damage. Oh, the leap in, but he's immediately ultied. But the black hole is actually pulling them out of the ult, but he still goes down all the same. But the dragon, the black dragon from the high ground, putting a ton of damage onto the one, but he's got to be careful because he can just run over all of that vision. He's looking for it, and he will find it in the back. Now, there's only 2 here and the 3 for the Dire, so they got to be careful as the DK will run forward at the IO, and the other 2 will try to put everything they have in terms of spells onto the other. And the DK knows this because he can just glimpse that poor IO back. And they will eventually finally kill up the IO, and this will bring 4 heroes to bear down on this Night Stalker, who will eventually go down, and that is a great fight for Dire.
Nature's Prophet were for the entire team. Well, Nature's Prophet
There was a dieback on that on the Dire team there. Yep.
Oh, buyback.
Buyback. Sorry. In terms of the Bambi there, so Gotta remember, she did
I don't like
get
that.
traded out, but
Bambi needs the money.
I do think that was still very much a great fight in terms of the Dire side.
Yeah, Dire, I mean, they got a 12k advantage, or 12k exchange, XP compared to 5, so that's 7k advantage there, plus a 4k gold difference, give or take.
Words are hard.
They are. Whoever invented English, man.
I know.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm amazed that Storm didn't actually just leap forward solely onto that crystal. That would have been a kill. I would expect this Storm can just single-handedly kill that crystal.
1440, no magic resistance. Yeah, probably.
Instead, we'll check over to the Roche bit here, where we got the Ursa trying to do Roche again here with the Fury swipes, but Dire's not going to let this happen again. They've been keeping an eye on this location, playing very sort of aggressively around this mid area the whole time, trying to keep some decent vision of it as well, although it's been going back and forth the whole game.
They're sending creeps into the pit. Oh no, you attacked Roche. You weren't supposed to aggro Roche. Oh no, you're a creep. Save the creep.
All right, screw what's going on mid. We gotta watch the creep Roche battle.
So then they gotta send.
Oh, they're back for more.
No, you attacked the Roche.
Oh
again.
no. Oh. It's okay. Roche, way to beat up your poor little buddies.
Roche has no friends.
True. The ultimate loner, forever in his little pit.
Does anybody even want this shard?
I think the people that have shard or that want shards have them by now.
I think you're right.
You know, I expected sort of the DK.
Oh, Bambi could get the shard.
Maybe could, I guess, yeah.
Does that do anything? No.
But, you know, as I say, that's sort of...
Bambi is the only one that has a shard remaining to use. So Roche's Agnum shard will go to waste if it is taken from the Radiant. Because everybody on Radiant has already purchased a shard, even though they had the Fury swipes on their team. Not the best.
Yeah, you gotta sort of know that you're doing Roche, right? Alright, they'll look for a bunch onto this. Wow. Bloodseeker right away, but he just BKBs TPs out. Boom, just like that. And that's a wasted BKB on the Natures as well, who now is in trouble because they can leap forward knowing that's down, and that's exactly what they'll do.
Is he in trouble? He's got friends. Oh, his friends aren't coming.
His friends aren't well, you say that, and the friends do show up and put down a black hole, but that is a bad black hole.
If Natures had been there to right-click during that black hole,
I know.
team wipe.
Would have been completely different. Now it's going the other way as the CM has fallen, and they're looking for more.
Storm's out of mana.
It doesn't matter. They'll have to clean up here onto the DK as they bring all the heroes to bear. And that is a dead hero.
That is up 1 Bloodstone charge. He's now up to 15, one more than the starting point. So Storm is working away at becoming invincible, eternal mana man. Still would have liked him to picked up the CM aura instead of Sprout. I think I've only seen Sprout used once this game effectively. CM aura would have been great, but...
Not just for him as well. We gotta stress it would have been great for everyone. Right? Everyone else on this team having mana would have been great, other than maybe Bloodseeker, who doesn't just give a damn at all. I don't think he's used mana this whole game.
He has no attack speed.
Well, he will finish off Roche eventually, but at what price? They're knocking on high ground here. Down goes the tower. Now the barracks are going to fall if you're not careful here.
Can the Agnum Shard be sold?
I don't believe so, but I could be mistaken. Alright, Radiant will move forward. They're looking for one. They find the Crystal, who has to throw that Ghost Scepter down to survive, and will. That's why that Ghost Scepter is so good. We talked about that a few minutes ago. They're putting a ton of damage into this backline, looking for that regen from the IO, but they will not find him. He's able to sustain now. DK blinks forward, thinking he can do it, but he can't do it either. That Link coming out, Tether pulling him back, but eventually
Ursa is nowhere near the fight, and he is the one with the Aegis. They did this push without him.
Yeah, all the same. It's very kind of funny.
And they got punished for it.
Yeah. I'm going to say, you really want Ursa to sort of be there with that team. They're trying to do two things at once.
Experience for Radiant, 8,000 for Dire.
Now, that being said here, we lost...
4K gold lead.
We lost a tower, we lost a Rax, we lost tier 2, we took the Aegis still. Like, let's not balk at this at all, right?
I think that was a very bad play by Radiant. They did a really dangerous push without their Ursa, who is the top net worth on their team, without their Aegis, which is what he was getting. They could have gotten that Aegis a lot faster if one or two heroes had just went and
all they had to do was TP the IO there, go pick them up and bring them. That's literally all they had to do.
They had a freaking taxi service.
Yeah,
and
they just had to bring the Ursa to the party, and they didn't bring him.
They left him at the airport.
Yep, they just left him out. So again, as much as that worked out for him in the end, you're right. That could have been a hell of a lot better if they just taxied him over. Oh boy, here we go. We're looking for more, and we will find the immediate jump onto the one, and then the about turnaround onto the other. And the Storm pays for it of his life as we're looking for more here. They're trying to put a bunch of damage into this immensely sustainable Enchantress. Or sorry, I'm tripping over my words again here.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker, thank you.
Eventually does go down.
Yes, but they're trying to put all that damage in. And meanwhile, they're able to pick off a back liner or two. And now this is looking very, very dangerous. As they need the Ghost Scepter themselves again to just basically say, no, stop attacking me, go away. As they will continue the aggression, they're looking for more. And they will find in the form of the Dragon Knight now, the last target. But he's gone, unfortunately. Able to TP out to safety. But that is a great wipe on the side of Radiant there after a very aggressive misstep by Dire.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to be another tower and Rax, to be honest here.
Dire has the advantage when it comes to like the power of passives, so to speak, where you don't have to cast spells to do your damage.
Oh wow, they're putting so much into that Bloodseeker, and he's just able to shrug it all off with this sustain from the IO. Look at that. He literally just said, fuck you, throw everything you have at me, I will just sustain through all of it. And he did. And he took all of that stuff. They end up taking one that goes down the tower. They're looking for the buildings.
On this Bloodseeker to no avail.
And there goes... Oh, no. Actually, they're going to start focusing the heroes here instead. They decide to get her against the buildings. So they will start putting some damage into the heroes. The heroes run, so they go back to chipping at the buildings. And here goes the barracks, bottom lane. Okay, they will glimpse the Ursa back. That was a bad play. This really is just the call for them to go be aggressive again. And they will want to kill these guys. And if they do, they're going to take that mid-tower, mid-barracks from you. And they're going to find the kill on the CM who had the escape.
That's the second sprout that I remember being good.
Oh, here's another one. But god damn, that regen coming out again from the IO back line. This time sustaining up the Ursa and letting the Storm die. And they will try to turn and punish this now. Finding the one, and they will find a kill onto that. IO, he's just gone. Goodbye. That is so much damage coming out between the three of them there. And that is the overcharge, their ability. See it being cast out onto everyone there.
Surprised Radiant didn't get more? They're pinging out the Agnum Shard and realizing that nobody needs it.
It's like, well, they can just sit there. Yeah, that was an interesting one, right? Because I expect them to take the CM, be able to go in, put some more chip damage into that barracks, but immediately it just takes far too long to kill that CM with the Ghost Shroud coming out, and then there's another couple of heroes walking out of that fountain, and they're in trouble a lot more so than I thought they would be, and, then they gotta run, essentially. Went from very quickly being their play and their sort of turn to lose to them having to run away.
Disruptor finds a really nice Witchbane. That could be very helpful for the Dire team.
Agreed.
Um,
All right, they're looking to find this Ursa, knowing
What?
that he's the kill. They're bringing
Crystal
three, and they will flow a
Okay.
ton, but he'll just BKB and look to put some aggression in as there's Night Stalker here to help out. Nope, scratch that. He's just going to TP and get out. And the Isle's going to zip in here, try to leash up and pull his friend out, but he's just going to die, and that's a ton of damage coming out onto him and the fence and a bunch of things. And they're looking for more here on the Night Stalker, and you know, with the lockdown, they will have it. The Bambi, just big fat black dragon, being able to just put in that damage, and with the lockdown there, and you know, Night Stalker can't really do anything about it.
Bambi's going satanic so that she is less of a squishy dragon.
Oh, does it really matter though at this point?
I mean, if she gets fat enough, she could win this game.
I mean, she can just win this game now if there's just some kind of front line for her, right?
Well,
we've seen that. Literally, she takes apart the entire team if they're not killing her. But the Storm has been doing a really good job of just zipping right past the obvious first-line targets and hitting that back end.
Say before, shut up. This is more important. Crystal Maiden took the 750 gold talent over 200 attack speed. What the F?
Yep. Telling you, the new gold meta. It's almost 5,000 gold on the board.
That's
you
like
just get all your gold
8K
talents.
Worth of freaking gold. Worth of attack speed. And she picked 750 gold talent. I'm disappointed.
Well, some people think the gold is worth it, right? They can turn that into whatever they want. We see Radiant trying to mount some kind of defense here against their top tower, and they're just not able to do so, as they're just now finally able to put so much aggression forward, as they really have so many heroes as you want to kill, right? You gotta kill the Natures, you gotta kill the Enchantress, and now the two sort of, you know, backline targets that can throw their spells around are having a field day.
Ooh,
and the DK...
on 3.
Oh, here he comes. He's zipping forward, trying to cut the wave. Ursa's leaping forward with BKB, trying to do damage. Out comes the rebuttal BKB from the Natures, also trying to do damage. Both of these are down now. Now we're going to see the real fight as the damage from this backline. Black Dragon is really just starting to lay into all these Radiant heroes. And goodbye 1, goodbye 2, goodbye 3, goodbye buildings. And yeah, this is game, ladies and gentlemen. That Black Dragon will just take these buildings. You missed the dragon. Oh, where'd the dragon go? Dragon.
Oh, dragon went back to defend.
Dragon.
Because they lost a tier 3 and a middle racks.
Oh, Dragon.
And DK in the meantime.
They're still here though. They're still pushing this tower down.
This base race was definitely in favor of Bambi. She should not have gone back.
Yeah. There's no reason to.
She's got global TP back up in a second.
She can come in and finish this in a second. She needs to. They will kill the Storm. It's just being annoying at this point.
They don't even need her.
And that's GG.
Wow.
Wow. What a great set of builds. What a great back and forth game. Such a different style than we're used to seeing and playing ourselves. So much early aggression. Just completely different thoughts about how to play the game.
That was very much cool. I enjoyed that game. Glad I picked that one.
Do see some great performance coming out of the Night Stalker, the Ursa, and the Storm on the Radiant side, with, you know, the Bloodseeker dying quite a bit there, but he was supposed to be that, you know, I'm frontline tanky dying hero. But yeah,
because she went back to base, did not beat Nature's Prophet in building damage. He sat there and took those end buildings.
Just those last few made the difference, but yeah, we do see the Natures really making an effective play here. The Overload ability really shining out there at that last, when he's able to give it to all their friends, right? And then the Black Dragon doing work. Whew.
Yeah, the shard for that is very interesting, especially when you have some of these really cool, like, ranged heroes.
Yeah, just everyone having that, you know, first hit overload proc, right? Where you just slow that, hero and they don't really know and they get that little extra bit of damage.
Yeah, it's very unexpected as well.
Well, I mean, it is and it isn't, because it comes out of nowhere, but at the same time, you can at least see that everyone has those charges, and you just be like, fuck, the whole enemy team has them now. When it's just one hero and one target, it's not so bad, but when, the entire enemy line can basically hit all 5 heroes, and you're all just got, a lot slower and potentially multiple damage to all of you, it gets a little more terrifying.
Overall, I very much enjoyed that game.
What a great game!
Very impressed with Dire to have taken out the win.
It could have gone either way. We look at the graphs back and forth all the way to the 40-minute mark when it really started sliding away there, but yeah, just could have gone either way there for the longest part. Very dually game.
GG's everybody, and this is where Knights does a cool intro.
Outro. Until next time.